Hello and welcome live here at Homer Bryce Stadium in Nacogdoches, Texas. After some weather is trying to keep us from delaying the start of the 2024 college football season, we are finally here getting ready to kick things off. Is Cristobal Salgado of the North American Stallions as they are on the road here at Stephen F. Austin taking on the Lumberjacks. The kickoff is up. The 2024 football season is underway. The return for the Lumberjacks up at the 20 where a nice tackle is made on the play defensively. Jaheim Evans coming in, laying the lumber there as we get underway. The kickoff has happened. The weather delay is over, and we are ready to get the 2024 season underway. Chris Simmons, Courtney Garcia on the call with you. Courtney, it's a great time for some college football.
Yeah, absolutely. It's exciting to be here. Exciting to see both these teams come out and showcase what they have after the weather delay, and we're excited for the football season.
100% we are, and the Lumberjacks are ready for a fantastic year, to be honest, where they are, listen, they're trying to come off of what was a disappointing season last year, now trying to turn things around and get things started off on the right foot. It's a swing pass to start off the game that might just be a huge play. What a catch, what a run, all the way down. It's a first down for the Lumberjacks on a huge gain, about 19 yards on the first play from scrimmage here for SFA.
And that's Kylan Harris, number 4, the third year. This is his third season with SFA, and he's a big receiver for SFA, and he was a junior athletic conference offensive player of the week.
And the Lumberjacks, as in the scouting report, they're going to roll it right back to Harris. Harris up the sideline. Here he goes. 15, 10, 5. It's a touchdown for the Lumberjacks on the second play of the game.
And there you go. SFA told us that they were going to go with the quick routes.
Yes.
And he went with the quick screen to him right there, back-to-back screens to him, and he took it to the house. So that's a great start for SFA and a great start for the new quarterback, Sam Valdak.
Yes, he off to a great start. 2 passes and a touchdown. You'll take it. No incompletions on it. Now for the extra point. Here comes Chris Campos of the Lumberjacks. And man, what a start! Quick start. We'll talk about this SFA offense as we go throughout the night because it's a new look for them offensively. New offensive coordinator, 3 new offensive coaches. So trying to mix things up, and well, hey, the adjustments so far looking pretty strong.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see it early that this team wants to get their players out in space and let them run.
The extra point is good, and the Lumberjacks take a lead 37 seconds into this one. As we said, just a jump start into this ballgame tonight here from Homer Bryce. And a couple things that we got to talk about, Courtney. We have some keys to the game, and one of those keys to the game was simply start early. Start early, and that's what we saw SFA do. Now, on the North American side, tell me, what does that mean for them?
Well, the big thing for North American is you got to come in and quiet the crowd. I mean, I know it's not much for the weather delay, but you want to come in, quiet the crowd, establish your game, and then for SFA, they absolutely came out and started fast with a new quarterback, Bidlack from Montana, coming in a starter from there, and what a great start for SFA.
Another key to the game was that we got to protect the football. You have the weather and elements like this, valuing the football, especially if you're North American coming out here. In this situation, you better protect the football and not just give it right back to SFA, who just scored on the opening drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Protecting the football is key, especially you would think North American wants to establish the run here early and go with the quick passing game like SFA just did, but protecting the football is key on the road. That's a big thing.
100%. I think the ground game is going to be interesting to see how that gets played out. So far, we thought the run game might be a really big deal. We saw SFA has 2 returning running backs. They brought in another one from the 2 more from the transfer portal. We thought that might be it, but hey, starting off the passing attack is looking good, looking strong. Campos Jacob Hand ready to kick us off here on what the Lumberjacks hope is the first of many kickoffs happening here tonight. So the kickoff is deep, bounces just inside the end zone. Touchback here as North American will get started off here. So in the first quarter, 14:23 to go. We're off to a fun start. Now this Lumberjack defense with Courtney last season for SFA. The defense, it did struggle at times. So what adjustments have they made this year?
Well, some big things is you got 8 starters returning back for SFA, and I mean those guys are the heartbeat of this defense. And a big thing that we heard about this SFA defense is they want to push up in the offensive space and be physical with them. So we're going to see that here early. You probably would expect cornerbacks to press up on them and go after this North American offense, which they are.
Yeah, so here we go. Jasper Corkalian is here in the gun working with 5 receivers. Start off here their opening drive of the 2024 season. And before we get things started, let's see what we have on the field. It's going to be a delay of game. So, Courtney, you've had 8 months to get the season going before you get the first snap off at the delay game. No coach is ever going to be happy with that. You know, Kenneth Aponde is going to be a little frustrated with that. But now 1st and 15 for North American.
Yeah, you do not want that on the road here at SFA North American.
And the students are piling in. The Purple Haze section dropping back to pass. In the slot, finding the receiver Jaden Adams, who's quickly swarmed down. A gain of 5 on the play. 2nd down coming up and 10 to go.
And that was Ed Bobineau
yes,
for SFA, the big guy, coming out and making a tackle.
And Coach Carthel for SFA is very, very excited. He loves, there's a deep connection between him and Bobineau. They love each other. They got a lot of respect for each other, and we'll see how the rest of this thing shakes out. Another snap here, 4 receivers, 1 running back. But quickly swarmed up and swallowed. Wow. Tackle made for SFA. I believe Travion Sneed coming in making the tackle. And so now it's a loss of a yard on the play, so 3rd down coming up and 11 to go.
Yeah, and he's a big-time player for SFA. You can see it here on the replay. He just absolutely came down and stifled the run for North American.
Excellently done. Here we go. 3rd down and 10. Big crucial 3rd down and 10. See if SFA can set the tone here early on. Jet pass coming up. The receiver in the slot. Brought down, though. 2 yards short of the 1st down. It's Jalen Joseph that was in motion.
And that was Joshua Cotton. And he's a big-time transfer for SFA from Sanford. And last season he had 38 tackles, 25 solo tackles, and 3.5 tackles for loss, 1 sack coming from Sanford. So that's a big-time transfer for SFA, getting the stop.
4th down and 3, and the Stallions are going for it here. They have a substitution here, I believe it. Let's see. Yeah, no flag quite yet, but timeout is going to be taken by the Stallions. And so we'll take a break with them here. 12:47 to go in the 1st quarter. It's a 4th down and 3 coming up when we come back from this break. Thanks for being with us. This is college football on ESPN. From Stephen F. Austin University. 4th and 3 here for the Stallions. They're sending the punt crew out. They showed that they were going to go for it. Now substitution happened at that timeout. A little miscommunication. They'll put a man in motion right before the punt coming. Salgado will do the punting. Boots it away from the 20. Takes a high bounce. Will not be touched by the Lumberjacks. SFA will start off on their own 38. And Courtney, the offense looked really strong here to get things started in the 1st quarter. 2 plays and a touchdown. You can't really blame them.
And that's what you would expect from the first-year offensive coordinator, Chris Ross from Lovejoy High School here in Texas. And he established early that he's going to go with the RPO offense, a fast-paced RPO offense, and that's what we showed. That's what he showed here early. So we're going to see if he's going to establish the run here on his 2nd drive, or just continue to do what he does and get these receivers out in space.
So 1st down and 10. Here's Sam Vidlak dropping back to pass, looking over the middle, finding his man. The connection with Kylan Harris has been there. 3 for 3 tonight. All to Harris on his reception. Another 1st down for Lumberjacks.
Just a quick slant route, seeing that the defense was in the zone coverage right there, and just attacking this team in space.
Vidlak dropping back. This time we'll find it in the slot. Wow, Lumberjacks going all the way to the house. What a play. It opened up, and it quickly opened up, and this score's opening up. The rain was coming down, but the offense is coming down here as well for SFA. Just in a fury, it's a touchdown for the Lumberjacks. Number 17, Rahan Flillan.
And Flillan just caught the ball. You see here on the replay, just catching the screen pass and just getting absolute ghost and going to the house. I mean, taking the screen pass and getting going, and you can just see that this offense just wants to get players the ball in space, and the screen game is going to be key for this SFA offense moving forward into the season.
Yeah, you're seeing gaps, you're seeing a difference in speed, you're seeing the offense being poised, ready to attack, quick hitting. They promised that on Monday at the coaches show, and that's exactly what's coming through. The extra point is up. It's good. We're 2 for 2 here on extra points in the 1st quarter. That's always a nice start, and so 14-0 Lumberjacks lead here in the 1st quarter. We have not gotten far into this one, but Courtney, I believe what now is that 4 offensive plays and 2 touchdowns. I like the efficiency rate for SFA.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you want with a young offensive line. You got a few guys that just haven't got the playing time that they thought they would have here early, but it's a young offensive line, only 1 returner, and so getting those guys out there and showing that this offense can efficiently get down the field here early to start the season. That's just a good thing for the coach that you want to see here early for SFA.
Yeah, I totally agree. The Lumberjack offense will sport a new look this season. They added 3 coaches that we mentioned. Chris Ross was hired the new offensive coordinator for SFA. Comes to the Lumberjacks, like you said, from Lucas Lovejoy High School, where he spent the last 4 years as head football coach. SFA also hired Garrett Graff as the new offensive line coach, and Graff comes to SFA after spending the previous year at Colorado State University Pueblo as the offensive co-offensive coordinator. Pardon me. He also had 4 years as an offensive line and run game coordinator at Midwestern State University. And Randy Martinez was also brought in as the new running backs coach. And that's a group that it's loaded. They love the depth at the position. We haven't seen it yet for Stephen F. Austin.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't needed it with 4 plays, so we're going to eventually see getting a lot of those guys in and getting them playing time.
Kickoff again will go into the end zone and it's a touchback. So once again, North American going to be starting off on their 25-yard line. It was a 3-and-out on their first possession. SFA on the other end is anything but that to start it off. So 1st and 10 for the Stallions is Stephen F. Austin's getting ready to go. The defense, Courtney, listen, it's an exciting look for the defense as well, because the SFA offense is not the only group that will feature a group of similar faces. You know, we've seen some new faces. We've also seen some old faces. Bobineau, as we said, he's a leader among these men on the SFA Lumberjacks team. But the defense is ready to come back and ready to look really good. A swing pass is complete for a first down for the Stallions over the left side. The receiver making the catch, number 6, Jordan Green.
Now it's Green with a quick out route. They're trying to North American is trying to get their receivers in space as well, just because this SFA defense is so quick and attacking, and that was Aaron Austin for SFA from the defensive end position, almost getting there and almost getting that interception in the flat.
This 4-3 look for the SFA defense. One high safety before the snap. It's a first down achieved by the Stallions. It's a run game up the middle. It will be a gain of 2 on the play.
And that was Xavier Potts, the transfer from Southern University. So you're seeing the transfers here showing what they can do here early for SFA.
14 players came in via the transfer portal for SFA over this season, and I love the way that Coach Carthel he talked about just the guys' excitement. He finds culture guys that fit in with the team. They come out with a team first mentality, and this year SFA is hoping that is what is shown, and it's a rebound, bounce back year. It's a year for success because Coach Carthel has success in the Southland Conference history. We'll talk about that a little bit later here. 2nd and 8, dropping back to pass. It's wow, what an excellent coverage. A lockdown defensive performance by Jeremiah Walker, the senior cornerback, but flags on the play. There's going to be a little they got into it. I thought it was I thought it was in the 5 yards, but I think it's going to be a hold. That he said, no, you did a little too much there.
Yeah, it's just a little bit too much hands for him, and so we'll see what the official call is here.
Yeah, holding to be called. So first down here. Second first down of the drive for the Stallions here. The 11:01 to go in the first quarter. Stephen F. Austin off to a commanding start. And the fans seemingly almost all the way back in. There's still a little bit of a line coming in. The tail end of the line. The student section out strong on the side opposite of us. The people in there with all the umbrellas being shown. It's deserved. 1st and 10, Stallions. They'll put Joseph in motion. He'll get it on the sweep, but brought down in the backfield. It's a gang tackling effect, but wow. First to make the tackle for SFA, number 15, Trayshawn Adams coming in, the senior, absolutely obliterating that play.
Man, and he just got there in a hurry. This whole defense is just seek and destroy, and that's what they're showing right here. They saw the sweep coming, and they just attack the football and make the tackle. So that's a big play for SFA.
Second down and 14 coming up. Play clock down to 10. Kerkalian taking a low snap. He's under pressure. Quick screen pass just to get rid of it. Luckily, the running back was in the area. It looked like it was just one of those flicks to get away from it to avoid the sack, but that's not. But no penalty there for intentional grounding. Go for it, Courtney.
And that was Kai Thomas getting back there and disrupting the screen pass. He's from Elkhart, Texas.
All right.
Little town here in Texas, so love seeing those locals kind of get some playing
Many years
time.
ago, we were on the stands at Elkhart, Texas, calling a football game between Elkhart and Diboll, local school here in the East Texas area. We see a lot of East Texas represented here on this SFA squad. 3rd down and 14, pardon me. Corkillian, that is a running back screen caught over to the right side, but went well short of the first down. It's maybe a gain of about 6 on the play. Pass received by Green again. He's, for the running back, he's one of the favorite receiving options here early on for Corkillian.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to be a playmaker throughout the game for North American. You just see that they're just trying to get something positive going, and even though they have to punt, that play was just a positive play for future possessions.
And sometimes in games like this, where the underdog is the Stallions squad, they're coming in. They're not looking for moral victories, but they're looking for small execution wins. That, hey, we can build on this for next game. We can build on this for next game. And so far, a couple good plays, but not anything crazy.
Any experience is good.
Exactly.
Especially the first week, you're just trying to get these guys out here and playing and not playing against each other like they are in practice. So you try to get them against a different opponent.
Salgado with the punt. It will go out of bounds near the 23-24 yard line. We'll see where it's marked as Kylan Harris wanted nothing to do with that. We're going to take a break here. We'll be right back in a moment. That's Stephen F. Austin leading 14-0 over the North American Stallions here. First quarter, 9:20 to go. We'll be back. And welcome back here on ESPN Plus with Stephen F. Austin, Lumberjack football, playing host to North American Stallions. Every play so far has seemingly had the potential to be explosive for the Lumberjacks. And this first down that's gained on the rush. Courtney, I didn't see the number. Yeah, there we go. Now got the number for him. Quaylen Jones. He's the transfer in from Baylor. Lost his helmet, but man, he was muscle. He didn't want to play with it.
Yeah, absolutely. A powerful run by him. And I mean, you're going to see that. He's a bigger back, and so you expect that from getting a powerful run and getting a first down for SFA.
1st and 10. Little play action.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, flag on the play. Let's see what we got. I think a timeout. Yeah, timeout going to be taken here in the first quarter. Yeah, timeout taken by Stephen F. Austin. We're going to stay here. We're going to stay here with you through the break. And Courtney, college football being back is always a fun thing. It's been waited for such a long time. Both of these teams, it's been you had the season that North American had last year. So as a coach, as a player, what's the mentality? What do we do next?
I mean, the big thing is just going back to the drawing board and figuring out what you did wrong the last season and trying to fix those things going to this season here. And so you're just trying to get the reps right now. You're trying to get the reps, get out here, and you got to be hungry as players and as coaches, knowing that 1-10 season, you don't want to go through that again. So
Yep.
That's a big thing for North American.
So Jones in the backfield for SFA beside Vidlac. 1st and 10 after he picked up an 11-yard rush. He'll fake the handoff again, looking down the field, looking deep. Vidlac going, wow, nobody with him. Is it complete? Yes, it is. It's a touchdown, Stephen F. Austin. On the reception for SFA, it is number 18, Jordan Neighbors, the sophomore, with the huge gain. It's 3 passing touchdowns for Stephen F. Austin here in the first quarter.
And you can see it here, the deep post route, and Vidlac just put it on him and to the end zone for Jordan Neighbors, the Baylor transfer. We're just seeing a bunch of transfers here for SFA making plays, and so they're gonna I'm telling you, those transfers are gonna be key for them moving forward here in the season.
Extra point coming here for SFA once again. Campos doing the kicking. It's up. It is good. So 8:52 to go here in the first quarter. Stephen F. Austin, 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns, just as they had hoped. And Courtney, Stephen F. Austin this week it's North American. Next week it's a different story. You're on the road in Denton at North Texas.
Yeah, that's a hard place to play, I think. And just knowing North Texas, they got some transfers as well from big schools.
Yeah.
So it'll be a good test for SFA going up to North Texas, and I think that'll be a great game.
I agree, but it's a matter of you got to come out, you got to execute well. Coach Carthel has to be pleased so far. I mean, the efficiency rate, the number of plays, the touchdowns, it's looking fantastic here early on.
And I think you just got to love the aggression on both sides of the ball. You see the offense using their RPO game, going deep, going vertical, and you also see the defense even though they got the flag, but they're just being aggressive. Seeing ball, and going out there and hitting ball. And so that hitting the offensive player. So that's a big thing for them. They just want to be physical and aggressive on defense.
The Stephen F. Austin offensive line they're one of the newest groups on this whole team. They lost several guys, 4 key guys from last year. And that time, what you saw Vidlak, he had all the time in the pocket to make that throw, making it look easy because there's nobody around him. And so the offensive line did their job. It takes a full team effort for that. A pooch kick here on the kickoff will be returned by the Stallions up to the 25, down at the 27-yard line on the return for North American. That is Michael Blaylock Jr. doing the punt return duties. And once again, they're going to start not from the 25 this time, but 2 yards ahead from the 27.
And pretty decent field position, as you see here on the replay. And he got
he got lit up. Yeah, and he was excited about it too.
You got to be excited. You want to get good field position for your offense moving forward, especially with North American's first few drives in the game. And if you're North American, you just want to take it play by play, just getting positive yardage. If you get behind the chains, that's where they got in trouble here in this game.
First and 10, man in motion. They're going to not hit the screen. They're going deep with it, but the ball overthrown out of bounds. Intended receiver on the play, number 82, Charles Kirkwood.
Yeah, and you got to give credit to the DB there. That was Jeremiah Walker. I mean, he did a great job of mirroring.
He's had a great game so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Mirroring the receiver and just getting his hands up and not interfering with him. So great coverage by Walker for SFA.
Second down and 10. They'll put it on the ground, but lit up right at the line of scrimmage. It may be a yard. Yeah, they're going to give him a yard on the play, but the Lumberjack defense swarming once again.
And you see the first guy there was 15, Trayshawn Adams. I mean, he's been a game record for SFA here early and allowing his counterparts to come in and secure the tackle.
Third down and long once again. It's been not very many third and short situations for North American early on here. Put the running back in motion beside the quarterback here. Swing pass out to the running back on the left. Tackle made in the backfield. Wow.
What a tackle.
What an effort. What an effort. Let's go.
Oh, but look,
Aaron Sears, going to be a little extracurricular afterwards. Let's see if that just negated the whole defensive effort. Let's see. There is a flag on the play. We'll await it here from the official.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct for taunting, number 25 defense, 15 yards in the run.
So an unsportsmanlike penalty here by the SFA defense. That will cost them. You just had a 3 and out. That's all, and you got call for taunting. Negates all the defensive effort on those 3 plays, and that's something that when you watch back, that might be the play that gets shown 4 times over back in the locker room on film study.
Yeah, it's not gonna be fun for him in film study with that one, but this could be something that could turn the tide for North American. If you're North American, you gotta capitalize on things like that. You get a second chance on this drive. Let's see what they do here.
So first and 10 now at the 42-yard line are the Stallions. They'll put the slot guy in motion. That's Joseph. They won't hit the slot. They're going to deep down the right sideline. Pass way overthrown out of bounds for incompletion.
Absolute tight coverage for SFA's Charles Demings. This is his 4th season with the Lumberjacks, and last year he had 28 tackles, 15 solos, and 11 pass breakups. So he's a guy that SFA, him and Jeremiah Walker are just going to be not going to be fun for receivers on the outside when you play in SFA.
Roland Harvey, the quarterback, will work with let's see, 3 receivers set, 1 running back to his right. Second down and 10. Once again, Joseph will come back and join him. Slow snap, dropping back, a lot of pressure, and throws it away. That could be intentional grounding. Let's see. Did he get outside the pocket? Yes, he did. He did not get outside the pocket. It will be an intentional grounding penalty here as the pressure all day from SFA I mean, Courtney, the defensive line is just exploding.
Trayshawn Adams, I mean, again, coming from his safety position and making a tackle, the UMHB transfer, University of Mary Hardin-Baylor transfer for SFA. Another one of those transfers, first season with the Lumberjacks, and he's putting a stamp on this game here early.
Third down, 29 to go here for for the Stallions. It's 3rd and a mile. Defense ready to go here. They've already accomplished the goal once on 3rd down here on this drive. Hopefully they this time can actually shut the door. Harvey will take the snap in the gun.
Another delay game.
Going to be a delay of game penalty.
Even with it being a smaller crowd, you know that student section has got to be some of the reason that these delay games are happening.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it also seems a little bit too like it's first game. It's first game for everybody. First game for broadcast crew. First game for coaches, for players, and the whole game day. First game, and so but you see it played out on the field here because it's SFA is making it look like, hey, they've been doing this for a while now. But it always happens first game that there's going to be stuff to be ironed out for sure. Harvey will take it on the run, 3rd down and forever to go. He will be brought down back at the line of scrimmage.
And
they're making the tackle for the Lumberjacks, Jaden Southard.
And he came in like a missile on that quarterback design run and just taking him down and causing the turnover on downs. I mean, 4th down.
100%. So 4th and 34. The punter, Galdado, is going to be 2 yards away. 2 yards away from the Lumberjack end zone on this punt. We'll see if Lumberjack defense is coming.
They're coming after it.
The punt is off. Just barely. It was a good contest. Harris will receive the punt at the 45-yard line of SFA. And so we're going to a break here. We'll be back in a moment. 6:39 to go in this first quarter. Stephen F. Austin leading 21-0. We'll be right back in a moment here on ESPN. Welcome back here from the break. Run play for Stephen F. Austin will gain 6. Now backtracking, trying to make it 10. Wow, what a run. What a run on the play. Quaylen Jones breaking through and making something happen. It looked like that was supposed to be a done play about 6 yards into it. Well, he adds on another 10 after it.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to give credit to Jamon Lamb, the right tackle, just being a lead blocker for him, and he carved out a way for him to carve up that defense for North American. So, I mean, great run, but it's a flag on the play here.
There's the Testiel flag.
Offside's
going to be declined. So, yeah, they're going to take that 16-yard gain.
Yeah, absolutely.
They are just fine with that for sure.
And SFA's offense just clicking on all cylinders here early. They started the game with the quick passing. They went vertical, beat them over the top, and now they're just gashing them with the run game. So it's just everything is clicking for this SFA offense.
Handoff going to Jones. Jones working the left side. Has to beat one now to break it to the house. Does he get by him? He got slowed up enough to be pushed out of bounds with another strong gain on the play. Tackle forced out of bounds, by Jaheim Evans. But Jones is looking sharp. He's running with intensity here this evening.
Yeah, you can tell that he's just a seasoned player, and he's fond of finding his way and navigating through that defense. And if it wasn't for Evans, he would have took that one to the house.
This time with a little play action, looking to the end zone, looking to take it to the home. Can that be number 2? What a dot! What a dot of a throw and a catch on the play. Wow, that's Chris Taylor bringing in the touchdown reception. Look at that. Absolute money. Absolute money. A perfect window of opportunity on the throw. Man, it takes 2 to tango, and that was beautifully done.
And you can see the switch route down here at the bottom, allowing him to get open. It's not really a pick, but it gets the defenders into conflict, and he went up and got it. So what a catch.
Vidlak had a beautiful throw here. 5:46 to go. SFA trying to take the lead at 20 to make it 28-0. Extra point is up. It is good. And the score 28-0. 4 touchdowns, all via the passing game for Stephen F. Austin here in the first quarter. Quite the home debut they were looking for, to say the least.
No kidding. I mean, and Chris Taylor, third-year player here for SFA, only having 3 receptions for 50 yards last year. That touchdown is big for him.
Yeah.
Going into the rest of the season.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you see a great connection. If you can make that kind of throw, if you can make that kind of thing happen, and just the precision, that's great against any team, and that's on the money against anybody.
I mean, and Vidlac has just been on the, like you said, he's been on the money. You can tell that he's coming from a program in Montana that played for FCS championship, and is known for in the FCS ranks to be an elite program. And you can just tell his seasoned poise in the pocket and getting his receivers the ball in space, and just being on point with the deep routes as well.
Yeah, no kidding. So far, it's been absolutely solid. So, kickoff coming once again here for Stephen F. Austin. They've done it several times up to this point. Jacob Hand doing the kicking. Kickoff coming, be received at the 5, up to the 15, the 20, trying to break it outside, but nope, that's not going to happen. Not going to be able to break it out there is making the tackle for Stephen F. Austin. I didn't get the number on that one, but I saw excellent defensive coverage. And so far, sometimes when you're up like this, your defense might want to take more chances. So far, what we've seen on the kickoff coverage, you've seen very disciplined. Everybody's staying to their zone, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, SFA's been playing a lot of man,
yeah,
which is what you would expect here early, and trusting their cornerbacks. And they've had blanket coverage on the outside, and so I mean, they're going to continue to play man. They're gonna challenge North American.
So Harvey rolling out to his left, looking to make a pass, but once again the pressure is there. But now Harvey able to make something happen, escaping out of a pocket, and turns what could have been a major loss into maybe a 4-yard gain. Caden Turner there to force him out of bounds, but wow, Harvey showing off some speed, showing off some athleticism, able to make that happen.
And you can see he's avoiding Aaron Austin and just using his speed to get to the sideline, avoiding those big guys for SFA, but making a play out of nothing. And that's what North American needs. They're going to need their quarterback to make plays for them, especially with how aggressive this defense is for SFA.
Second down coming up in 8. Harvey looking to make the throw on the sideline. Man, the physicality that SFA is playing with right now. Jadarian White that time in coverage on the sideline closest to us here. Fantastically done. It's physical, and I like the aggression. If I'm watching this team from afar, they play physically.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I think that was Walker, their 4th-year returner, and they've challenged him a lot here in this game, and he's done a great job of covering up these receivers and not allowing these guys to get a completion. 3rd
down and 8 coming up. Harvey dropping back, screen pass. Thought it might be going to the slot guy. Went over his head, over to the outside receiver for the Stallions. They're making the catch. Charles Kirkwood.
And that was a long throw, but it was a completion, and he was just not able to get upfield with just how this SFA defense is just corralling onto the ball. And so it was a completion, so it's a positive. I mean, you still have to punt, but it's a positive making a completion there for North American. But man, they just have to chip away and add those first downs up.
Salgado back to punt again here for the Stallions. 4:20 to go here in this first quarter. SFA obviously with a commanding lead, 28-0. Play clock down to 1. Will he get it off? Just in time, he will. Rolling out to his right, kicks it away. Fair catch called for and caught by Harris. So SFA, I think second time now, back-to-back possession starting off from their own 45-44 is where it'll be. Well, Courtney, it's a pleasure to get to be doing this one here. College football season is back. A lot of matchups that we're looking forward to Saturday. We'll talk to you about those coming up at halftime. But overall, it's good to see all the students here, the fans here. Ton of umbrellas. That has to be expected whenever you have a game with some weather. But the Lumberjack faithful here at Homer Bryce are excited and ready, pumped up to say the least here. Vidlac ready with one running back to his left. He'll hand it off. I believe is that Wimberly on the carry? Pardon me, it's going to be Jalen Jenkins. And Jenkins and Wimberly were the two guys coming back from last year. That's a favorite. Really loved. They really were excited about both of those guys. But when you add Jones into the mix, Jones being in there, wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, you can see him avoiding the tackles there. So every one of these SFA running backs are good at bouncing off of tackles and getting yards.
So here's Vidlag looking one more time deep down the field. It's complete. It's a touchdown. Blaine Green.
The Oklahoma State transfer, his first year here at SFA, and he just absolutely bombed the coverage for North American.
Oh, my goodness. The first reception of the season for him is a touchdown. Doesn't get much better than that. The replay, fantastic there for Green as he just, I mean, the redshirt sophomore just blew the top off the defense again.
Yeah.
I mean, and we've done that multiple times now. But credit, it's not just the receivers doing it. It's the quarterback, Vidlak. He is making every throw on the money, and the offensive line giving him plenty of time to do so.
Yeah, and the coverage busted just piled up for North American. That's just something you don't want to see from what their coaches do not want to see from them. But, man, SFA just putting a lot of stress on his North American defense.
35-0 now your score here in the first quarter, 3:32 to go, and well, the offense is passing the test. I mean, passing the test. 35 points is great for a game. It's awesome for a game. You know, you get 35, you feel really good about your chances. You get 35 in a quarter, wow.
I mean, it's just like you said, it's passing the test with flying colors. I mean, when the offensive coordinator Chris Ross told us that they were going to be fast-paced offense and trying to challenge the defense vertically,
yeah.
He was not kidding when it came to that. So this SFA offense is just, like you said, they're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, that's certain here so far, and we're getting to see that. So now it's more of these. Hey, you're getting live reps. You're hitting somebody that's not in a purple uniform, and so it's nice. It's nice to see. If you're the SFA coaching staff, fans, whatever, it's like, hey, you know what? We look really good. That cannon over there that they fire for every touchdown, that's going to get a lot of use tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You love the traditions from each and every school. I think that's the beauty of college football. It's just all the different styles of traditions that every school employs.
A line drive kick received by Blaylock. He's up at the 20, up to the 25, trying to sneak his way through, gets all the way up to the 29. That's the best starting position for the Stallions.
And a flag on the play.
A flag on the play as well.
You can see the sweep kick here on the replay, and
let's see, looking to see. Looks like the flag will be waved off here.
And if you're North American, I think a big thing is just trying to find a way to get this coverage off of you and by SFA. They're just so tight. You got to find ways to get your guys in space and try to make these guys miss or go over the top, which they tried a few times, but it hasn't worked. So
Harvey going to fake on the option. Instead goes forward for a 6-yard gain. Actually, it's a good look between him and Joseph. They're both threats. They both have the speed and athleticism to be able to make that, make the defense cover well. They gained, pardon me, I'm going to say gained the 7. Listen, I saw something different. I guess it's only a gain of 4 on the play. I apologize here. I guess I got lost in all the commotion. I guess I'm not sure.
And the option game is a good way to try to get this to try to get some yards here for North American.
North American will put a man in motion. It's Jaden Adams. Harvey rolling, trying to escape the pressure, so he'll just throw it away. 3rd down coming up here for the Stallions.
I mean, they just been in SFA's defensive line just been in his face all game.
Yeah.
And he just hasn't had time to overview the field and truly find the correct receivers. So, I mean, SFA's defensive line, their front seven has been game wreckers, and they put a lot of pressure on this North American offense.
Totally agree. 2nd down coming up. Pardon me, 3rd down coming up and 6 to go. Harvey dropping back. There is uncontested pressure on the screen. Excellent. I actually love the play call. It's one of those where you let that happen. Blockers try to get up forward, but the pressure on Harvey made him throw a little bit off the mark to Jalen Joseph. And it's really Harvey and Joseph, you can see they are the go-getters on this offensive squad for the Stallions.
Yeah, and Joseph, that's just one he probably wants to have back. I mean, that was their best design, like you say, design screenplay of the game.
Yeah.
The other ones are kind of just shut down by this SFA defense, but that was one that Joseph probably wants back, and he had green grass to to get some big yardage for North American.
Totally agree, and Joseph may have had actually trouble. The offensive line, defensive line, very close to him there. So you see a line drive coming at you. Your line of sight may have been hindered on it. 2:40 to go in this first quarter. 4th and 6. The punt will come. High punt going to received by Harris at the 40. Not going to fair catch it. Going to push forward and get back to the SFA official starting position of this first quarter. What we seem like at their own 45, 46-yard line, somewhere in there.
That was the first chance that anybody had a punt return. And you'll see here the coverage by North American, and the first one there, it was Jaheim Evans, just getting there and trying to not allow him to get some big yardage out of that punt return.
So here comes the Lumberjack offense, and listen, don't blink or, don't look away. Don't go, get you a drink from the fridge or anything like that, because this offense has been striking quickly here so far. 5 first quarter touchdowns with 2:31 to go in the first quarter. Vidlac, he will hand it off. It's Jones on the carry. Jones, the biggest body, biggest frame of running backs for SFA. He pushes ahead to get a 9-yard gain. And he is running right now with, it looks like with ease. Yeah,
it's with ease, and great open field tackle by Michael Blaylock Jr. for North American.
Quick snap once again. Here comes Jones bouncing off the right side up to the Stallions 40-35 down at the 33-yard line. So now in Stallion territory again, the ground game being the weapon of choice here so far for SFA.
It's always a plus just seeing your guys. You see here Jones just navigating through this defense, and he's done it all game.
He's going to do it one more time here on the run as he gets ahead for the first down.
There's a flag on the play.
But the offensive SA, it is speedy. And Jones going to get to come to the sidelines for a break. The penalty is waved off here against the Stallions. Defensive penalty, so it's first down. First down off the gain for SFA. 1:44 to go, 1st and 10. Oh, got the whole defense to jump. Looking deep in the end zone. Almost beautifully done. But almost didn't get you far. Clayton Wayland. Stephen F. Austin had it in his arms and went out. The flag was on the play, so that's offside. It's kind of like a free play. It's one of those.
Right.
It's the Aaron Rodgers. I mean, other people have done it. I don't want to rush to say it's just the Aaron Rodgers move, but he is one that's famous for it.
And now it's Kenneth Berry on the coverage for North American. Great job getting his hands on that ball, and great coverage by him, and not allowing SFA to beat him over the top, which they have multiple times in this game.
Yeah, that's the corners on the outside have had a tough night containing this receiving core of SFA. 35-0, 1:34 to go in this first quarter. Be 1st and 10. Ball moved up now to the 12-yard line for Stephen F. Austin. Vidlac will hand it off. Jenkins on the carry, who will get up to the 10-yard line.
And they are just absolutely just imposing their will.
Yeah.
And that's what you expect for SFA here at home.
And this quick offense, it's quick striking. They just try to get back to the line of scrimmage as quick as can. Jenkins breaking it through. Wow, there was a lot of people all around him. They said not today. He gets in the end zone. The first rushing touchdown of the game for the Lumberjacks comes here from Jalen Jenkins, bouncing it out through a lot of traffic. Courtney, wow, what a run.
Man, what a run. Just going right with the run and just cutting it back left and just a stiff arm to end it off and get into the end zone for Jenkins. And so that's a big touchdown for him, the second-year player for SFA.
Currently 41 points put up by Stephen F. Austin here in the first quarter. Campo is ready to do the extra point. The kick is up. It is good. The score, 42-0. Stephen F. Austin ahead of the North American Stallions. And Courtney, this is exactly the result that Stephen F. Austin was looking for. But listen, as a coach, you can be hopeful that this happens, and as a fan, you can be hopeful. But then there's a little bit of concern sometimes when your players they start thinking the same way as the fans do at times. Like, man, we're gonna just come in. You don't get any points for showing up. You get points for doing what Stephen F. Austin's doing tonight, and that's exactly it. They are coming out executing well, winning their matchup, winning the one-on-one, playing together as a team. It's showing that they're asserting their dominance, which was what Stephen F. Austin hoped they were going to be able to do.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're Stephen F. Austin, you want to come out and give your fans a great showing. I mean,
yeah.
especially for the first game, you have two teams that were under 500, and it was just a matter of who wants to come out and impose their will early in this game and show that they're a different team. And SFA showing that they're a different style of team coming into this year, going back into the Southland Conference.
Especially when you got a couple weeks coming up where you won't be here next Saturday, you won't be here the Saturday after that. The next time you're here is on the 21st against Northern Colorado. So, hey, leave a good taste in the mouth of all your fans. Kickoff here, 1:09 to go in this first quarter. Blaylock back to receive it. He'll take it from the 4 up to the 15, the 20 where he's brought down. Great tackle, 22-yard line is where the Stallions will start off. And Courtney, I don't believe we've seen, I don't know, and listen, I could be wrong. We don't have stats right here in front of us. I don't believe we've seen this Stallion offense get across the 50 yet.
I don't believe so, and I mean you got to give credit to the SFA defense for doing that. I mean, they just been stingy.
Yeah.
Stingy on the back end, stingy up front in the front 7. And so I think that if you're North American, you just have to find some type of way. I mean, that screen pass on the last drive would have been for some big yardage, maybe gotten past the 50, but you just have to, they try to execute at a higher level.
So Harvey waiting for the snap here, 8 on the play clock. He'll take it and roll out to his right. Little option. We'll flip it over to Jones. Jones, once again, though, brought down, and that's everybody on defense, Courtney, just staying in their read.
And that was Xavier Potts, number 22, just from his defensive line position, seeing that the option needed, he pitched it off and just getting out to the ball carrier and bringing him down in a hurry.
So 34 seconds to go here in this first quarter. 2nd down and 11 of what's been an incredible start here for Stephen F. Austin. Harvey will take the snap. It's going to be a run, but wow, just completely swallowed up again. The defense getting after it. There for SFA, Kai Thomas. Kai Thomas, the senior from Elkhart. We mentioned him already once. He finishes off the tackle there in the backfield.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to give the credit. I mean, this entire defensive line for SFA, the interior is just doing a great job of penetrating for SFA and getting after these ball carriers.
100%. That wraps up our first quarter. The score, wow, 42 to 0. 6 touchdowns for Stephen F. Austin there in the first quarter. That's a good way to start off the 2024 season. We'll be back in a moment after the break. And welcome back here. Second quarter getting underway. Stephen F. Austin off to a successful start there in the first. The defense has the Stallions backed up deep in their own territory here, but what a block. Wow. On the Stallions side of things, my goodness, it was what a play on the offensive side. They got 8 yards on the play.
That was a receiver, number 86, Mutai Kellen.
Yeah.
For North American. I mean, like I promise, they're getting their best plays on 3rd down.
Yeah, they are.
When they're behind the chains. And
yeah.
So, if you're North American, you want to see them get after it earlier in the possession.
So 4th down and 9 coming up here for the Stallions. Punt squad is out again. Back receiving for SFA is Rohan Flellen. The punt is off. Looks like it'll take a bounce at the 42 and give a generous bounce for the Stallions to take them to the SFA, starting off in their deepest field position of the night so far, 30 seconds. Or pardon me, 30 seconds at the 30-yard line. 30 seconds into the second quarter here, SFA leading 42-0. So, Courtney, the offense has been flowing. The run game's been strong. The passing game's been on point. What else do you want to see from them?
I mean, I think a big thing is just continuing to establish that run game. Is because you're going on the road the next 2 weeks, and you're going to need that run game moving forward. And I think you're just going to have to continue to get the reps and the snaps for this young and unexperienced offensive line. I think that's the key moving forward for them.
Vidlak will take the snap. He has a wide receiver screen. Pass caught by SFA. Could be out to the houses to Eric Tate. All the way down. Will be forced out of bounds at the Stallion 40-yard line. But to Eric Tate from Gilmore High School. Gilmore, that's another star-studded high school program here in East Texas. showing off the wheels.
And you can see on the replay just making the defender miss and getting yards after the catch.
So Jenkins on the carry, goes up the middle this time, gets his way up to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 9, 2nd and 1 coming up for Stephen F. Austin. And Courtney, Coach Ross and the coaches show Monday night, he promised that, listen, we're going to run fast. We are going to get to plays quickly. Well, that's exactly what's happening here.
Yeah, you're seeing it here. I mean, just hitting them with a screen pass and coming back with the 2 run plays here.
So Jenkins on the carry again will get the first down and some as he tiptoes on the sideline. Wow. What's impressive so far, that's something to be noted, is it's the second effort. It's the third effort. Look, because it's hit, it's contact, it's tippy-toe. Nope, they're going to make some more happen. Beautifully done.
Each and every one of these running backs for SFA has great pad level.
Yeah.
They're stocky, they're stout, and it's hard to bring them down. And so you're seeing that on each and every drive when they run the football.
Timeout taken by North American. We will take this break with them. We'll be back in a moment here on ESPN+. Jones on the carry here. We're back from the break. Pushes ahead forward for about 3-yard gain on the play. Second down coming up for the Lumberjacks. And in Lumberjack fashion here, the new look offense, wanting to work quick, they'll do just that. Now we're going to pass the ball. Looking on the crossing route here for the wide receivers. Let's see. LeVar Lindo gets some action here. Tight end.
Yeah. 4th-year player and trying to get these linebackers out in space, and you can tell they're having trouble with that.
First down and 10 from the 14. It's Jones on the carry, bouncing outside on the 10 left side, brought down to the 6. Be second down coming up and 4 for SFA in the red zone. Actually, Courtney, I believe for the first time tonight, actually in the red zone. All the other scores have been coming from outside of it, work via the deep ball. Second down and 6. That's Rutherford at quarterback now for the Lumberjacks. He'll take it, keep it himself, working outside. Nobody to stop him. Rutherford to the house for the 7th touchdown of the night for Stephen F. Austin. 48-0 the score here as the offense continues to just dominate and execute all the bare basics.
And you see Rutherford looking to the left and not finding a receiver and just getting out of dodge and getting to the end, finding his way to the end zone. He's a player from Katy Seco Ranch. He was district MVP. So he's a guy that's known for some big awards and great pocket awareness there by him and finding his way to the end zone.
Extra point coming, and it's good once again. Perfect 7 of 7 tonight for the special teams unit for Stephen F. Austin. And sometimes when you see the defense, everything looks so well covered on one side. There's a whole wide open side of the field, and that's a great job by Weatherford to come in the game and here for the first snaps here in the second quarter, getting to see the gap, take it with him. So 49-0 our score. Still, this first half is, gone exactly how the coaches hoped. So, I always get nervous. I hate to say that, you never know the result before it happens, but you come out, you do your thing. Okay, you know what? You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do, and you get to do it against somebody that's not your own team when you're practicing and hitting against them every day. So, not a bad moment at all.
Yeah, not at all. If you're the coaching staff, you gotta enjoy what you're seeing right here from your team. You don't know what you don't know until you play somebody else. And so, like you said, this offense and then defense, they just come out firing on all cylinders. And you want SFA, if you're SFA, you want to continue that throughout the rest of the game.
Kickoff coming once again. This will be returned by the Stallions, starting off at this time from the 8-yard line up to the 16. And so, once again, they haven't had great starting position. They haven't had anything in front of the 30 at all so far for North American. .12-17 here in the first half to go, and the Lumberjack defense, you'll start seeing some swapping in and out, I imagine, here at different points of the game. It's going to be a lot of work. They're wanting to get a lot of reps in for a lot of different guys. Dropping back to pass, new quarterback in here for the Stallions. Still nowhere to go. Looking for a receiver, nothing open, and taking the sack is Breezen Spiller.
Now Josiah Cotton coming in hard from that linebacker spot. Just play recognition, seeing that the quarterback was scrambling, and man, just bringing him down. And Cotton, the Sanford transfer, he's a guy, a first-year player for SFA. He's had a great game.
Yeah.
Here.
2nd down and 10 coming for the Stallions. Spiller under center now. He'll roll out to his right. Thought about some option, but has absolutely no options there as the contained defense combination for SFA between Caden Turner and Donovan Lang. Both of those, forcing. It's almost like in basketball, trapping on the baseline. That's kind of what that felt like, keeping Spiller contained and forcing him out of bounds.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the SFA defense has done a great job of just containing the outside runs for North American, whether it's the edges and the D-line as a whole, the linebackers and the corners have done a great job of just containing this run game and not allowing those guys to get outside.
Third down and 17 here for the Stallions. They'll take a run play.
And that would have been one of their best runs, but that was Joey Finley, the D lineman, the sophomore from California, making the tackle. And it looked like North American had a chance right there to have a big run, but man, the big paw of the defensive lineman just shutting that down for SFA.
100% now, 4th and 12, and the Stallions still not quite punting from their own end zone quite yet. They're close, though. They've teetered on the line. They've done it from the 3 a couple times, from the 2 a couple times. This time looks like the punter set up at the 1 yard line now as he takes a couple steps back. The punter, Cristobal Salgado, getting a lot of work here this evening. The punt is up. It's a short punt.
Well, that one bobbled.
Did we bobble? Let's see. The ball came loose. I don't know if he dropped it or not. SFA may have. Yeah, we still retain possession, but a little too close for comfort there on the
he
receiving the kick from Rohan Flellen. He wants that one back.
Yeah, you can see it on the replay just there that he muffed it but was able to get it back. I know everybody's thinking, like, what is next to show for this SFA offense? They've shown a little bit of everything. And so we're going to see what they have in store for us here.
So Rutherford here working with Jones to his right. 1st and 10. Rutherford, screen pass over to his left, throwing to the guy that just muffed the punt, but now making up for it with the big offensive play on the reception. It's Rohan Flellen up the right sideline for a 1st down for SFA.
And, man, just another screen pass and just bad tackling by North American and allowing the receiver to get upfield and get some positive yardage for SFA.
Let's also give it a little bit of love. Tawan Atkins making the block there to set up that screen pass. Now quickly SFA trying to counter right back with another quick action offense here. Making the catch. It's Cannon Limburg that time.
From Gunter, Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a powerhouse here in Texas. They're known for winning state titles.
Texas knows a thing or two about this whole high school football thing, and screen pass. Wow, that
got blown up.
Yeah, Flellen tried to get the block, but the defensive back able to shut that one down. Checking in the game for SFA, it's LeVar Lindo. The big tight end, 6'4", 245 coming into this one. He'll set up on the right side of the offensive line. 11 personnel for the Lumberjacks. Rutherford handoff. That's Jones. Will he take it to the house? Absolutely he will. Barely a finger laid on him. Quaylen Jones to the house.
Just nobody wanted to touch the Baylor transfer right there. And you just tell the bigger body and just the continued pounding that they're putting on North American that these guys are just having trouble stopping these guys. As you can see on the replay, nobody wanted to touch him as he trots into the end zone.
Another touchdown for SFA, 55-0 at the moment. Wow. So special teams unit's been perfect. You know what they say, special teams, special plays, special players. There it is. The extra point is good. 56-0. We got a TV timeout. We'll take it here. 9 minutes to go in this first half. SFA leading 56-0. We'll be right back in just a moment. SFA leading 56-0, 9 minutes to go in this first half. North American Stallions will be back to receive the kick. North American Stallions, you may be asking the question, you know, who is this squad? Where are they from? They're from Stafford, Texas. An enrollment just under 1,000 and part of the member NAIA and the Sooner Athletic Conference. Head coach Kenneth Aponde is the head coach, and it's a rebuilding system. He's 8-14 overall, so 2 years so far into North American. He's just trying to come back, and you got to start from somewhere, Courtney.
Yeah, absolutely. You can tell that North American is a program that's just trying to find their footing, especially. And I think a big key for them moving forward is just taking these games early against some bigger programs.
Yeah.
And using that experience and trying to do better in conference.
Yeah.
And I think conference has to be the key for North American moving forward and trying to do better in the conference and getting more than one win. They only got one win, and that was in conference. And so I just know that they're just trying to do better and have a better place in that conference.
Totally agree. And here comes their offense here, backed up, starting this time from their own 12-yard line. And they have to take a timeout. They're just having miscommunications. First game woes of things aren't set, things aren't quite ready, and miscommunications happen, and that's all part of it here. So we thank you for joining us here on ESPN Plus and for a presentation of Stephen F. Austin football. Stephen F. Austin, you know, Courtney, they are, we've talked about this a little bit. Coach Carthel came in. He had a lot of prestige, had a lot of success, especially even at his previous visit. We were talking about it earlier. So it's cool to see him come in. He had a ton of success in 2021. FCS playoffs in 2022. Last year, member of the United Athletic Conference. Things didn't go our way, so now we're back. We are back into Southland, and he's hoping to make things go really, really well.
Yeah, he's a known coach to turn around programs. And a big program that he did was a Division II national title for Texas A&M Commerce in 2017.
Yeah.
And so you can tell that he's getting some guys in this program for SFA that's trying to turn the tide and do better with the move back to the Southland Conference.
So first down here for the Stallions. They'll put a man in motion. That man is Jonathan Joseph, pardon me. Pass incomplete, though, on the play. Second down and 10 coming up.
And on that play, you can tell the receiver slipped.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, it's slick out there.
Yeah, it is.
I mean we can't even have, like, I was talking to SFA cheer coach before the game. Like, hey, we can't even have our cheerleaders out there, like, actually performing and doing their routine because it's so slick. But here's football. Here's 300-pound ballerinas out there, and they're going to slip at times.
Right.
8:54 to go here. Second down and 10 coming up for North American. Running back bouncing out to the left side. Jordan Green is brought down in the backfield. Wow.
The runner was down before the ball came out.
There was a fumble, but the runner was down before the ball came out.
And that was Tyler Hutcherson getting there early for SFA, just coming from that DB position.
Yep.
And getting downhill, coming off the edge. You can see him here on the replay just, stifling the run.
The red shirt freshman showing up, showing out, and that's what you got to do here. You got to, you should have some good-looking moments here in this film here tonight. Third down and 13. Stallions looking to pass. Quick slant route. Caught. Complete. Just short of the first down, though. Be fourth down and 1.
Great pitch and catch from the quarterback to Jason Reeves. And so, I mean, I would expect them to go for it right here. I mean, that was a positive play for them, which they haven't had many. Well,
you're right.
They're thinking about it. They're okay.
But what you said, your theory you said earlier, third down's been their most effective down. But that's also the down where Stephen F. Austin's defense, they're going to give you a little bit to not get beat deep and not get beat on the first down either. So it's a fine dance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fourth down and 1. Stallion offense still on the field. Here they go, trying to convert the first down. Swing pass out to the left. Running back slip, brought down in the backfield. Turnover on down as a defense for SFA, getting us our best starting position of the night. Not that starting position has been a big factor in the success of the SFA offense.
And that was Jaden Southern from the linebacker position, just IDing the running back out of the backfield and going and making a play in a hurry. And for a moment there, the running back did have a little bit of green grass in front of him, but just the closing speed of Southern making the play for SFA.
Almost halfway through this second quarter, and first and 10 here for the Lumberjacks, starting off at the Stallion 19-yard line. Lumberjacks, one play, touchdown. Just like that, the slant over the middle. Golly, what a play. Let's take a look at this replay.
Now the Kilgore product making the pass, and just a quick slant over the middle and get into the end zone. I mean, making quick work.
Jordan Neighbors with the touchdown, and it's just, wow. There's going to be a lot of teams that don't put up 62 points this week. Stephen F. Austin will be one of the highest scoring teams in the nation for week 1 of college football. I can promise you that. Extra point is up. Extra point is good. Once again, 9 for 9 on the night. His stats are going to be fantastic. You know, it's not just stat padding. It's a stat, encouraging night here for the whole Lumberjack squad.
Yeah, absolutely. And Campos is a preseason All-American candidate for SFA, and so he's a well-known kicker from Nacogdoches. Went to Nacogdoches High School, a very local product for SFA, and he's just been lights out for this team.
Yes, he has. We have a quick break. We'll be back in a moment here on ESPN Plus. And welcome back here from Homer Bryce Stadium in Nacogdoches, Texas. Stephen F. Austin is ahead 63-0 right now with almost halfway through the second quarter, and it's a Division I, FCS school in SFA, and an NAIA matchup with North American Stallions. And listen, it's SFA is coming out and absolutely performing exactly the way they hope to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like we've been saying, we're gonna beat it over the head, but
yeah.
The fast-paced offense, the aggressive physical defense is just showing itself here in this game in the first half.
Line drive kickoff for Stephen F. Austin will bounce in the end zone and go out of play over to the fan section here, which is also always a cool treat getting to be here for the first time at Homer Bryce. And you have, even these suites happening on the end zone to our left, the tents over to our right, and it's a great atmosphere, and honestly, a good turnout tonight here for the season opener, despite the weather delays, despite the rain, everything else.
And I mean, you just gotta give credit to the athletic director of SFA, just building a game day atmosphere that fans and alumni can enjoy.
Yep.
And that's just what you want to see. And you want to get as many fans and alumni in the stands, and then trying to build that back up, especially starting a collective here within the athletic program. And so SFA has some big things going from in the athletic department, especially the football program.
We'll get to talk to athletic director Michael Broom on the next home game and get to talk to him, get to find out a little bit of what he's thinking of being the new guy here. A lot of new guys and new faces here within the athletic department, so will be fun to get to chat with him a little bit. That'll happen to the next broadcast. It's first down, incomplete pass for the Stallions. Second down coming up.
And just again, blanket coverage by SFA's DBs, and that forced a short pass on the corner route.
Defensive line going to shift around here before the snap. 2 wide receivers out wide. Looking out, rolling over to his left, the quarterback. Looking down the field, will fake it, now takes off and runs. A gain of 5-6 and a collision happening. Jesper Kerkalian.
What a stick.
And now at the third quarterback we've seen for the Stallion squad. He was back, looking, pump faking. Now he's going to take off and run. But then there's a boom. What a hit.
What a hit.
I don't want to be on the other side of that hit, I can promise you.
And that was Trevon Sneed for SFA. He's a big guy. So from the quarterback position, I wouldn't want to take too many hits from that guy. So eventually you probably want to see your quarterback if you're North American slide in that situation, or try to avoid as much contact as possible. 3rd down and 4 here for the Stallions. Wide receiver in motion. They're looking to the left side, a quick slant route. Excellent coverage on the play. Any flag? No flag. Donovan Lang
in coverage, able to. I mean, Courtney, he made it difficult on the wide receiver. Excellent job.
And that's a freshman, and something the SFA coaching staff would like to see from Wagner High School, a big high school in the San Antonio area. So, SFA, whoever they put in the game has been playing aggressive and physical, and that's a mindset. That's a mindset thing that you get from your head coach and your defensive coordinator.
6 minutes, 34 seconds to go. It's 4th down and 4 for the Stallions. Punt team coming up. Galato will bounce on the 41 and be retrieved on the play. The big man get down the field in a hurry. Dante Williams, the center, down there to recover, keep the ball from bouncing back in the other way. So 6:25 to go. SFA will take over once again. They've had the ball 9 times. They have scored 9 touchdowns.
Man, you cannot build that up any better if you're the coaching staff. But just what you want to see from your offense coming out. I mean, 9 for 9, and just
that student section you see right there is they're cheering. As they should be. They should be proud right now of what their guys are doing. And Thursday night football, getting a little jump start on the 2024 season. The rushing attack to start us off here. It's for the Lumberjacks. It's Jalen Jenkins, the sophomore from Aledo High School. Like we said, another Texas school. SFA is going to recruit well in Texas.
No doubt. I mean, and he's had a great game. I mean, every single one of these running backs have just done a great job of going downhill, taking contact, bouncing off of contact, and getting yards after contact. 2nd
down and 5 coming up. The play clock getting down to 10 seconds where we'll break the huddle now and everything getting set. Handoff once again. It's Jenkins. He was met early and wrestled down.
That was DeCarlos Johnson from the linebacker spot for North American coming in and making a tackle. You see him here just IDing the running back and coming in and making a tackle from his linebacker position.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a good play. Now 3rd down and short. Let's see. Hey, but here's the moment. No matter what the score is, you want to convert 3rd down and short no matter who you are. You draw the offense offside. Now you got to throw one deep. You got to just airmail it. Rutherford looking down the field. Was it complete? No, out of bounds. But it will be offside on this Stallion squad. So that's Rutherford in that situation really making the right call, Courtney.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you want to take a shot, especially on offsides. But great, I mean, even though great job, 24 to DB for North American, using the sideline as an extra defender. But that's going to be negated because of the penalty.
Because of the jump, and the lineman has to be feeling like, man, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I jumped on it.
And that was one of the few times you could have got yourself off the field.
Yeah, exactly. They could have forced the first, change of possession for SFA outside of a touchdown. So 5:13 to go here in this first half. Here comes 1st and 10, fresh out of downs for the Lumberjacks. Rutherford will hand it off. It's Jenkins splitting his way up the middle, and he just slipped.
Man,
he
Turf
slipped.
Monster.
He might have got, he may have got about 12, 13
yards,
and instead it's a gain of 8.
I mean, he had some green grass in front of him, but it's slick. And there is a turf monster every so often that gets after you. So, I mean, great run and getting some positive yardage, but yeah, you expect a heavy dose of the run game for SFA moving forward. I mean, they're going to take their shots still, but a heavy dose of the run game with a massive lead here in the first half.
And you saw earlier they were working with the quick tempo, and now the score being what it is, they're going to take their time. They're going to let the play clock, get down at around 10. They're breaking the huddle, and so you're going to see this. This is part of the approach here when you get this kind of lead. You still want to execute those. 2nd down and 4. Jenkins working over to his left, outside the left hash mark, kind of bounced it out, but a little bit backwards. So ends up all of that running, Courtney. That's the funny part about football. Sometimes you can run 25, 30 yards and it's a gain of 1, or it's a loss. I mean, it very well could be. That's it's one of those things that these guys take a beating.
And that was Josiah Walker, the defensive lineman for North American, containing Jenkins on that one. He's done a great job of getting upfield and getting massive positive yardage for SFA. So great job by the defensive line there for North American. Kind of, for once, stifling that running attack for SFA.
Another 3rd and short opportunity here for the SFA offense.
And if you're North American, you want to get off the field and it's down.
You want to force a stop. Just force a stop. Force them to punt. Hand off, but not going to happen here. Right up the middle, the big run. 1st down gain for Stephen F. Austin on the run. It's the running back, Chris Martinez, the freshman from Red Oak High School. Look at him go right up the middle here.
A massive hole in the A gap, and just, man, it can't get any better for a running back seeing that big of a hole and taking it and getting some positive yards, getting the first down for Martinez. And we've seen a lot of freshmen, especially in the first half of their first game.
Yep.
With the big league getting some playing time, and so that'll come in crucial not only tonight, not only this season, but in their careers here at SFA.
Rutherford trying to draw him offside again here with faking the snap. Play clock down to 5. They're going to have to get it off before the delay. Down to 3, down to 2. Snap is off. Martinez getting the carry again, and we've really been running strong and well over to the left side. I mean, we've done well on both, but we're really trying to take advantage of the left side of the offensive line, right side of the defense.
Yeah, and absolutely, and you know the offensive staff sees that.
Yeah,
and that's the thing about it is just how fast-paced this offense is. Once they see a weakness within the defense, they're gonna just continue to pound on it. And so they've done that. They did that early. We're trying to get it out in space and going after the corners and DBs, and now they're just attacking this front seven for North American.
Second down and medium here for the Lumberjacks. Maybe about 7 to go. Martinez once again will keep it on the ground. He spins off contact and then comes back and gets forced backwards a bit. 1 yard short of the first down. 3rd and 1 will be the setup here for SFA.
And another crease and broken tackle, but great job by Jaheim Evans. We said that name a few times for North American coming up and making a tackle.
Got a 2-minute warning here in the first half. The score is 63-0. We'll take a break and be right back here on ESPN Plus. And we're back here at Homer Bryce. 2-minute warning here in the first half. 63-0 is the score. It's 3rd down and 1 here for the Lumberjacks. Rutherford will hand it off. Can the line make up enough of a hole? Let's see. We'll see where they put the spot at. I believe he did get forward enough for the first down. We will see. It could be. Yeah, it will be a first down for Stephen F. Austin.
And he had to work for that first down. I mean, great push, great initial push from the interior defensive line for North American, but just too much power by the running back there for SFA and just pushing for that 1 yard.
Yeah, this is Jalen Jenkins in for Stephen F. Austin. Rutherford, the snap, handoff. Jenkins again, working left side. Got some daylight. Will he get all the way down? No, not to the end zone, but he will take it down to the 2. 1st and goal here for Stephen F. Austin.
And, man, just look at the left side of this offensive line. Just pulling one of the O linemen, and they're just attacking. Like you said, they're just attacking that left side.
I always like to, have some friends that when they're watching football, they're saying, we got to give the big man some love. So give some big man the love. Jason Crowder, the redshirt freshman offensive lineman from Argyle, setting up a huge block there on the left side, creating that gap for Jenkins.
Absolutely. I mean, and they're just using a different plethora of running styles and running schemes here. And they're just showing it here early for the SFA offense.
Rutherford taking the snap. Will hand off to Jenkins. Jenkins up the middle. Is he in? He's in. The touchdown by one official. Let's see on the other side. They're waiting for the confirmation. Or did they spot it a yard short? We did have the line judge on the left side saying, yeah, it's touchdown.
It's touchdown.
It's touchdown for the Lumberjacks.
And watch it, man. Just taking the contact and leaning forward and getting getting the touchdown for Jenkins. And, I mean, Jenkins has had a great game. You just got to reward him right there on that drive. And he's just been gashing this North American defensive line.
10th touchdown of the game for Stephen F. Austin here with 51 seconds to go in the first half. Extra point. Are we 10 for 10? We're 10 for 10.
Impressive.
Score 70-0, 51 seconds to go, and a little talking here after the play. Kickoff coming for the Lumberjacks here as we're less than a minute away from halftime. The ROTC here at the right end zone getting their work in with the push-ups here.
You love to see it. I mean,
that's just fun. It's great to see, between them every touchdown, the dance team, the fans. It's a fun first half. It's a fun first half, and
mean, everybody just sticking around after the weather. The weather was pretty nasty.
It was, and it was dark,
game.
and it was gloomy, and it happened right at, 10 minutes till game time.
Right.
You know, 10 minutes till it's like, oh, here's the lightning, and then another one happened. So the delay happened, but obviously everybody's just like, hey, we want to be here. We want to be seeing this, and it's been a treat, especially on the offensive side of things for the Lumberjacks, and kickoff. It's going to be a touchback again into the end zone. So 51 seconds to go. The Stallions will see if they can, get a drive going, see what they can do. I mean, it's baby steps for them right now. The offense hasn't gotten going. Their best play has been on third down. Very few first downs for them completed so far. I believe the count is 4 first downs for the game.
And overall, if you're the Stallions, you just want to have something positive going into halftime.
Yeah.
Something positive to talk about. I mean, I know you're down very big, but you just want to have something that you can bank on going into the second half.
So they'll hand it off here over to the left side, but nothing doing as defensive lineman all over, and the running back gets to shake off being at the bottom of a dog pile. That's got to be one of the worst parts of it, Courtney. You have all these big old dudes,
right,
250, 270, 320, all on top of you, and I've heard things might get a little nasty down there at the bottom of the pile, and so
yeah, I mean, you did like they call it the trenches for a reason. With
right.
Those big guys in there.
Clock down to 20 seconds here on 2nd down and 8. They're going to put the Stallions in motion. Armani left side, handoff going, and we'll get forward for 2 yards. Clock will continue to run. 3rd down and 6 coming up for North American.
That was a shoestring tackle by Jaden Southard for SFA, and that'll do it for the first half.
That'll do it for the first half. It'll take us there, 70-0. Stephen F. Austin's kind of looking at triple digits when they get back into the second half. That's a possibility. Halftime coming up. We will talk to you about upcoming football happening on Saturday. Update you on some stuff happening tonight. Saturday's got some great games you'll be able to get to watch. We'll have a lot coming up for you here on halftime. First, we take a break. SFA leading over North American University 70-0 here at the half. From the first half where, 70-0 is the score, and it obviously reflects in the stats when you see that pass yards for Stephen F. Austin, 342 to 38 for North American, 5 rush yards because that run defense has been absolutely stifling for Stephen F. Austin.
Man, it just shows 5 rushing yards and a half of football.
Yeah.
You don't see that often.
Yeah.
And I mean, just they come out aggressive and just absolutely shutting down the offense for Northern. For
North American. Yeah, I got you.
Excuse
26 first downs as well to 3 for the Stallions of North American. So that's been something interesting to keep your eye on as we go on. We have been updated, though, that we are going to be for the second half. It'll be 5-minute quarters happening. So it'll be a much abbreviated third and fourth quarter here with the score being what it is. We do have some highlights, Courtney, as you see some things. Guys, if we can roll back some of the highlights from the first half, some of these touchdowns and what we saw.
Man, just the running back just putting on a show and using their pad level well and just taking on contact and getting extra yards out of it.
As we see everything happening here, I mean, the passing game started us off well, a quick dynamite type just offense where dots were thrown, running plays, holes were open, like it was just all the way fantastic. Quaylen Jones there, the transfer from Baylor, just creating all sorts of space, and it wasn't a great effort there on the play action, but the quarterback keeper makes up for it because Rutherford had a complete daylight on the right side. For Stephen F. Austin, and then here's Jenkins, who just tried to make nothing make something out of nothing, and he did a great job at it. So, just to give you a couple more stats here from the first half, Quaylen Jones had 121 yards gained there in the first half, 1 touchdown. His long run was 28 yards. So Jones has 1 touchdown. Jalen Jenkins has 2 for Stephen F. Austin. Gavin Rutherford, the quarterback, has 1 rushing touchdown. For receiving wise, we've got Jordan Neighbors with 1 receiving touchdown. He has 1 reception for 1 touchdown, 61 yards. That's a nice start for him. Blaine Green, the transfer. Blaine Green from Oklahoma State. Am I right? Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't have my note right in front of me. Just wanted to make sure I was on the right track. 1 reception for 50 yards and a touchdown there. So far it has been It's been all SFA performance. That was kind of expected coming into this one, but to expect it and to see it are two different things overall. So at halftime, it's almost over. Got less than a minute to go in the half. So Courtney, in a 5-minute quarter situation, what are you looking at here for Stephen F. Austin?
I mean, running the football.
Yeah,
running the football and getting out of this game injury-free and going into and having going into North Texas next week. But that'll be a big game for SFA. So I think getting out of this game injury-free is going to be key for SFA.
100%, because the rain is it's gone. I don't want to jinx it. There's been no sprinkles or anything like that. So we're looking good here at start off the second half. But my goodness, it's been a great start. The upcoming schedule for Stephen F. Austin is and this one is just about over. It's all but over on this one, but coming up for Stephen F. Austin next week, they go to North Texas for a 6:30 kickoff there, and then the 14th they are at McNeese. And I'll tell you what, McNeese looked good. They played Tarleton State in week 0 as an excellent game. It was one of those games that Tarleton State thought they were about to run away with it early because they were up 21 points in the first quarter, but that's not what happened. McNeese fought back, and they're going to be a team that's going to be they're going to be competitive all throughout the year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's just a well-known school in Louisiana that is in the Southland and in the Southland that is going to be competitive regardless.
100%.
They're going to be hard-nosed, physical, just like SFA is trying to be. And so that'll be a hard-nosed, physical game between both of those teams. It's all going to come down to execution in that football game.
And we're almost ready to get things going here in this start of the second half. 70-0. Stephen F. Austin will be kicking off to North American Stallions, who actually won the flip back in the first and elected to defer until the second half. Kickoff coming, and once again another touchback here for our special teams. And so here we go. 5 minutes to run the clock for the third and the fourth quarter from this one. Chris Simmons, Courtney Garcia with you here on the call. Glad to be getting to bring you Lumberjack football here on ESPN Plus.
I think for North American right here, it's 10-minute segment of third and fourth quarter.
Yep.
Just trying to get a drive where you can get some points out of it.
Yeah. I mean, you got to look for first downs. You got to look to be able to convert. Offensively, you've got to try to convert 3 first downs. Is far less than what they want. 5 rushing yards on 17 rushes. I mean, not a lot going offensively there for sure. First down and 10 for them here. Here's a snap, and let's get things going here in the second half. It's going to be a handoff, ground game for the Stallions. Handoff from Roland Harvey.
Absolutely shut down.
Yeah, to his running back. That's Alexander Armani, the running back. Look at the defense. It just closes up so quick, and there, Victor Adusi, pardon me, coming in and just wrapping him up. It's a bear hug and throwing him down.
And he's been a game wrecker all game.
Yeah.
For the defensive line for SFA.
Second down and 11. North American will put a man in motion. They won't give it to him. Instead, they'll give it to the running back. But once again, clobbered at the line. And this is the defensive line just blowing over the offensive line. There's not much resistance there. The gap is just, it's being shut. It's closing the door quickly.
Yeah, the size and strength of this defensive line is showing. And it's taking a toll on this North American offensive line.
So third down and 10 coming up. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Ball still on the 25. North American not able to gain a yard yet here on this drive. Harvey will take the snap. Dropping back. Looking over the middle. Airing one out. Incomplete. Pass intended on the play. Let's see. I believe that's Tyrell Williams.
And just double covered on the back end. I mean, it would have had to been the perfect pass. And he just overthrew him, and it's probably best that he overthrew him because that probably could have been an interception for Stephen F. Austin.
Yeah, it was out of reach of the receiver, but also the defenders there. So now the punt squad coming out again. So fourth down and 10. Oh, a bobble snap as it bounces. The punt does get off cleanly, but no contact on the punter. Punt received by Lumberjacks Connor Lindbergh.
Man, just what a job by the punter.
Yeah.
North American. Just keeping his composure in that situation.
Because you have all these guys coming at you like they're just like foaming at the mouth, ready to come and attack on the punter, because you know that the punter's the guy that everybody wants to get their cut in. We've got a break here. We'll take it with them here. 3:40 to go in the third quarter. The score is 70-0. We'll be right back on ESPN Plus. Welcome back here. 3:40 to go in the third quarter from Homer Bryce Stadium. Stephen F. Austin about to try to polish off here in an abbreviated second half here. A dominant performance over the North American Stallions. Taking the snap for Lumberjacks, and the run up with the play will be a first down here. So early on the carry, getting to see Diego Benson make his appearance for his debut in this one.
And man, 61.
Yeah.
just latching on to the defender and just pushing him upfield and creating a massive hole for the running back for SFA.
Dalton McElhinney is in at quarterback here for the Lumberjacks. As you're seeing, some second, third, fourth string guys getting in this game here. Courtney, you know about him a little bit. Tell me about him.
Yeah, he's from Kilgore.
Yeah, okay.
Kilgore High School, another local product, close to campus, near campus, and so you love to see those guys get reps.
McElhinney will keep it on that one, advance forward. It wasn't a first down on the previous play. It was second and inches, but a first down now gotten by the Lumberjacks. Will be first and 10. Fresh set of downs here. As you predicted, Courtney, a lot of running the ball. Play clock going to roll on down. Game clock will roll on down as well. You're going to see the Lumberjacks take their precious time here, I imagine, in between every play.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to take their time, line up, and run the ball down the defense's throat. And so that's what you expect here. That's what you should expect for this SFA offense moving forward.
So, 7 on the play clock. McElhinney takes the snap. Handoff. Going to the running back this time. It's
and
Benson.
A hurdle.
Yeah, a little hurdle, and we'll get a flag on the play. We'll see what the flag is.
Where it is, it's a good chance it's probably.
Think it's a hold?
Yeah, it's possible.
Oh, definitely a hold.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no question. There was a hurdle. Kind of, but definitely a hold in the backfield.
A bit. It's hard to even say this. A bit too aggressive.
Yeah.
For SFA, the offensive line there.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold. That's what we saw on the replay there. Is it was clearly there in the backfield. So I'll back us up, and the clock should start. Well, I guess after the penalty, we'll see. But nonetheless, 2:01 to go here in this third quarter. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight here for the season opener. Hope you're enjoying hope you have the best setup ever. I hope you have all the TVs going. Hope you got, games tonight, but Saturday especially, go cook out, maybe have some fun with your fantasy football and your friends there, getting to have a little fun.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a pleasure for us to be on the air and giving you this broadcast, and hope you're just enjoying these two teams on the field and football being back.
So 1st and 25 here for the Lumberjacks, but what a gain. Ball came out loose at the end of the play, but I don't know if it's a fumble or not. Let's see. They're saying the runner was down before the ball came out, so looked like it could have been a potential turnover for the Lumberjacks, but instead, no, he's down before, so. Take a look at
this
here.
replay. I mean, just the big man, 74, just making a big booming tackle. You see him excited after that big. That big block.
Yeah.
I said tackle. Excuse me.
I got you.
That big block by him, and just springing the running back out.
And you saw Vincent trying to cover himself too. He's like, as soon as that ball was, like, no, I was down. So, but I mean, playing time is precious, and you got to secure the ball even when it's slick right now. That turf is slick as well. It went from 1st and 25 to 2nd and 9. Handoff once again to Benson, fighting his way through the crowd. Pushing forward, will be about 5 yards short of the first down. Gain of 4 on the play.
And Benson is just another one of these. The entire stable of running backs for SFA, they run hard.
Yeah.
And you see it right here, just taking on the contact and just getting the extra yardage. I mean, they've done it the entire game. The entire running back room for SFA.
Benson going to have to come off as his helmet popped off during that last play. So 3rd down and 4 to go 41 seconds here in the third quarter. McElhier will take the snap. It'll be a handoff. I believe a first down is gotten. Let's see. Yes, we will. It'll be a first down for SFA once again.
Timeout.
And it's an injury on the field.
Yeah, I got
North
it.
American.
Yeah, injured player. And so we'll go ahead and cut away here for while we have an injured player down. We'll be right back in a moment here from Homer Bryce. Homer Bryce Stadium here on the campus of Stephen F. Austin State University. Chris Simmons, Courtney Garcia with you. It's the fourth quarter. The score 70-0. This is a abbreviated second half. Third quarter was 5 minutes. I think we saw a total of about 9 plays there in the third quarter, and we're back here for some fourth quarter action. The ball remains in the possession of the Lumberjacks. As I know, some people in the fans and the students were like, man, look at the score. We might be able to get 100. But when you change the quarter length and everything, that's a different thing as well. So, yeah, fourth quarter coming up, as we've mentioned a couple times here. Upcoming schedule for Stephen F. Austin as they will this week obviously got North American and a few minutes away from the W being cinched there. North Texas is the next opponent. They'll be traveling to Denton there on September 7th. Then they'll be traveling to McNeese on the 14th, and then we're back right here at home on September 21st against Northern Colorado. There's actually some more action happening across the Southland Conference, and we talked about it a little bit at halftime, but some games in the Southland Conference that were happening earlier. You know, there's a couple great matchups, but you see everybody's in action. Everybody's going to be kind of peeking over their shoulder to see who's who and who's doing what. Well, when you look at the score, you're like, okay, that's a pretty solid outing here for Stephen F. Austin.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's going to look at that score and see that, man. They're going to look on tape and say, man, what is it about this offense? And they're just going to see it's a fast-paced RPO style offense.
Yep.
They're gonna use the quick pass game to open up the run and open up the vertical routes.
So here we go, getting ready to go. Fourth quarter starting. Handoff, running play. A gain of 9, and the yardage continues to yardage is piling up for Stephen F. Austin here in this one. I mean, they're going to be like national leaders here going into week number 2 with the amount of yards and scores and everything else. And you know what? But the offense, what you do, you play who you play. You play the opponent in front of you. You do your job. You don't, whenever if you were to take your foot off the gas pedal, Courtney, that's when bad stuff happens. That's when injuries can happen. That's when other bad stuff can happen. You got to go out there, play, and do your job. And these guys that are on the field right now, they got to go do their job. Handoff happening here. Benson going to be the running back on second and short. Will take it and advance up to probably the maybe 12-yard line for another first down for Stephen F. Austin.
Man, Benson runs hard.
Yeah, he does.
And you can see it. I mean, he's another one of those transfers from Vanderbilt. He's a redshirt freshman from Midlothian, Texas, up in the Dallas area, suburb.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he runs hard. I mean, once he finds a hole, he pushes that hole. He presses that hole with physicality and toughness.
He'll take a break here on this play as Chris Martinez comes in for him. So 1st and 10, Stephen F. Austin seems they can get a second half touchdown. They have not done that yet, but put the tight end in motion. Fake the handoff, looking to air one out, looking the end zone, wide open, the catch made, touchdown, Stephen F. Austin. On the reception, making the play, Dax Bridges. Money right to the end zone. What a dot thrown.
And you see the defenders for North American kind of biting on the quick out route, and he just snuck behind him into the end zone and caught the touchdown pass for Stephen F. Austin.
Dalton McElhier getting his first touchdown of the season. Sam Vidlak had 5 touchdowns on 7 completions.
Man,
there in the first half. Gavin Rutherford, he went 4 or 5 for 60 yards, no touchdowns, but because the running backs got him whenever he was in the game. Extra point is good. 11 for 11 is on special teams. Converting the extra point are the Lumberjack. Chris Campos doing his job very well, and 77-0 here, 3:37 to go in the fourth quarter. So we got a kickoff coming here in a moment, but
and I think a major point that everybody needs to notice about this offense for SFA is every single one of their quarterbacks run this offense efficiently in this ball game. They're going to face tougher competition. They're going to face some trials and tribulations. But overall, every single one of these, all three of these quarterbacks have ran this offense efficiently and at a high level in this ball game.
Yeah, 100%. And coming up after this kickoff, we'll show you the matchups happening across the Southland Conference. We'll see a couple that have already happened tonight, but also what's coming up on Saturday. We'll show you that here in just a moment after this kickoff. As SFA has done plenty of kicking off here this evening. This will be the 12th time to kick off the football. So everybody getting a little bit of work. Everybody getting some reps. Jacob Hand doing the honors, the redshirt freshman from Mansfield. Shorter kick. This one won't be into the end zone. It'll be caught at the 13-yard line. Received by the Stallions, breaking in and out. Now they're going to have their best starting position of the night. Up to the 34 goes the returner. That is Charles Kirkwood. Let's take a look at the Southland Conference games here one more time. From what we were talking about at the half a little bit, but Southland Conference games. Saturday, Incarnate Word, that's the team, number 15, ranked in FCS, is hosting Northern Colorado. Incarnate Word is looking to have a fantastic year. Lamar at Texas State, Nichols at Louisiana Tech, and then Southern at McNeese. McNeese, when you go to McNeese, man, it's a tough place to play. It's a tough place to play. In all those games you can find 7 o'clock start times, and they will be on ESPN Plus if you want to check any of those out on your phone while you're watching the other games on your TV. First down and 10 coming up for the Stallions as Harvey will roll out to his right, make the pass complete for a 5-yard gain. Maybe four on the play. So
great pitch and catch for the North American offense with the quick out route. We'll see it here. Just delivering the ball on time and just
a curl route. Curl route for the receiver on the play. Making the catch, Jaden Adams. And second down coming up, and actually marking second down and 7. So Harvey working with 5 receivers. Nobody in the backfield with them. Looking to the left side. Goes to the outside receiver on the curl. Making the catch is Travion Galloway.
And you can just tell that North American is just taking advantage of the softer coverage for Stephen F. Austin here on this drive.
So third down and short here. Trips over on the right side. 2 receivers over to the left. They'll put a man in motion going from the slot out to the outside right. Curl route looking on the post route. They're looking. Interception. Is it made? Yes, it is. Interception for SFA. Thanks to the honors and efforts of Cole Lemons.
Man, Cole Lemons. Let's look at it here. Cole Lemons coming over from the safety position, just picking off the corner route and just meeting the ball at its highest point.
And I love the celebration over here. I love the team, the camaraderie of the SFA team. Getting to see that, support their guy, forcing the turnover.
Yeah, you love to see that. I mean, and there's a flag on the field.
Sideline warning.
Yeah, sideline warning for the Lumberjacks. In that situation, you're supporting your guys. Okay, just a warning too. You're okay with that. You can live with it. 77-0 is the score here. 2:20 to go in this fourth quarter. That's the first turnover by either team. We were worried about taking care of the ball by both teams, and this is the first time it's been turned over. Turnovers. SFA did fumble once, but did not lose it back in the first half. But this is the first interception of the year. Lemons gets the credit for it, and so he made a heck of a read and went up and just snagged it. Just went up and snagged it and got his feet down here on the sideline as well. So SFA offense coming out now here, 1st and 10. It'll be a run play. Quarterback keeper up the left sideline. First down for Stephen F. Austin. Hollis Robinson. If I've got my chart right, if you're seeing what I'm seeing, this is at safety here on the roster is actually running the quarterback position for Stephen F. Austin.
2-minute timeout.
We have a 2-minute timeout. It's our last break of the game. We'll be back in a moment. Stephen F. Austin with the ball and in control of this one, well at hand, 77-0. We'll be right back on ESPN Plus.
Truly feels like home.
Victory formation here for the Lumberjacks as we're just past a 2-minute warning. Clock will continue to roll. And Courtney, you know, after this one, we'll hop off pretty quick. But tell me some things that what excites you most about what you saw from SFA here this evening.
I think just the execution on both sides of the ball, and I think these guys are running and playing fast, playing fast, playing physical, and so that those two things can take you a long way throughout the season and moving forward in their schedule.
I completely agree. The offense, I mean, they've executed everything they've been asked to do. It's been the deep pass, it's been the screen pass, it's been the running inside, running outside. It's been just a combination, but also what you see, it's the intangibles too. But it's the intangibles that reveal themselves as very tangible. The second effort, the physicality, the mindset, being able to come in and say, hey, I'm stronger, I'm faster, I can dominate this, and then doing it and executing that's a big deal. Now, next week when you go to North Texas, it's like the opposite end of the spectrum. You're going against a great school, a powerhouse of a school. So you got to take this mindset and say, I can beat you, and still got to go on the road next time. And it's going to be a tough fight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what you expect between going to North Texas and them being hosted.
Right.
There at the Apogee Stadium. And so I think they got a new name now, so I got to update myself on that. But SFA, it was a great showing tonight for SFA, and it'll be a battle with North Texas, and I expect them to do well.
And we wish best of luck as well to North American as they're getting going. This one's wrapped up here from Homer Bryce. Is it all but over? Their handshakes and high fives here on the field. The Stallions coming out with a good, a strong effort. And listen, they got outplayed, a little bit outmatched, and they tried to fight through the weather delay and all that kind of stuff. So props to them. But SFA came out and just executed the game really, really well. They took care of everything. The victory cannon went off here for Stephen F. Austin, and I got to give the home fans a treat on this one. The home fans really got just a great treat. They were treated some special performances. Anybody's performance just stand out to you, Courtney?
I mean, you'd have to give to Sam Vidlak, the transfer from Montana. I mean, he came out and lit it up.
Yeah.
For his offense.
Yeah,
from the jump.
Yeah, 7 of 7, 264 yards, 5 touchdowns, a long completion of 61 yards. Yeah, that's okay. You can live with that all day long.
And if I had to get one for defense, I'd go with Jeremiah Walker.
Yeah.
They tried to test him early, and he was absolutely shut down on the outside for this SFA defense.
I totally agree. Well, we're gonna sign off. We're gonna sign off this evening here from Homer Bryce Stadium. Our next home game on ESPN Plus will be on September 21st as Stephen F. Austin will be playing host to Northern Colorado. That's a 7 p.m. Central Time kickoff. Courtney, any last thoughts before we sign off?
Man, it's good to be back and watching and observing college football, and I'm hoping for a great season for both of these teams, Stephen F. Austin and North American.
Yeah, I totally agree. So as we close this one out here tonight, for Courtney Garcia, I'm Chris Simmons, and saying so long from Homer Bryce Stadium, where the final score 77-0. Stephen F. Austin taking care of the North American Stallions. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.